Today is the day. Today is the day that Canva released some new functionality, and I can't wait to share it with you. The first piece of functionality that we're going to jump right into is Dreamlab. So now when you log in to your Canva account, down at the very bottom, you're going to see something called Dreamlab. Dreamlab enables you to create an image that is AI created, and then you have some other choices. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in a few words of the type of graphic that I want to create. So I have in here young adult reading a book under a tree at the University of Arizona, strawberry blonde hair, Arizona t-shirt, and jeans. I go down here, I can choose what type of style I want. So do I want a smart style, creative style, macro style, illustration? I've got a minimalist, a vibrant, I have pop art. So let's go ahead and just choose, I'm going to choose cinematic concept for now, and I'm going to keep it as a 1x1. I'm going to give it a minute to create that, and it is going to give me a few different options, and then I'll be able to select the one that works for me. And this one is pretty darn good. Young adult, strawberry blonde hair. I didn't even tell it male or female, so I could go either direction. Here's what I love so far is that if you notice, she has the right number of fingers and arms and legs, and all is good there. And I have to say, that's where AI has really struggled, is in appendages. Sometimes you'll get extras. I also really like the backgrounds. And hey, not bad. So from here, I can select the one that I want, and I can use that in a design, or I can immediately download it. This is called Dreamlab. I can't wait to see what you create. Drop number 2 is enhanced whiteboards using some AI features. So I'm going to click on Whiteboard, and many people don't even know that whiteboards exist in Canva. So when I click on Whiteboard, I get this empty whiteboard. I can actually search. So let's say that I want to find we're kind of getting toward that end of the year 2024. So let's say that you want to do a SWOT analysis with your team. You want to SWOT your year, you want to SWOT your technology, you want to SWOT your organization, whatever it may be. Lots of different choices out here that you can use that are ready to go for you. I'm just going to choose one, and it's going to insert that for me. And then if I zoom in a bit, I can see it's got a few different examples here, and I can actually, I'm going to hold down my shift key, and I'm going to get rid of some of it that I don't want. I don't need all of this. But what I can do now is I can use some powerful AI tools to give me a summary of the content that we add, and I'll show you how to do that. So I've gone through and I've added a few little items on this SWOT board, and when I'm done, I can actually highlight all of the content and click on my little magic pencil, my magic write, and create a summary. And when I create a summary, I can now get a summary of all of the content that is on there, which is listed right here. And if I zoom in a little bit, I can see what that SWOT analysis overview is and gives me a summary of everything that's on here. Now, I didn't add a ton of content, but if I had, it's going to give me a really nice summary that then I can send out to the team. The other thing that I can do is if I've done this SWOT and I'm going to send it out to my team because I really want to know what they think of the things that are on the SWOT, I can easily have them use, if I scroll in a little bit or zoom in a little bit, I can have them add their reactions. So you have an add reaction button, which is right here. And if they add their reaction, if they love that one, they can go ahead and they can vote for it. And then I can see where everybody else is on the team. So it's two really great tools that can enhance your whiteboards and your collaboration as a team. The next drop I want to share with you is an upgraded or improved Magic Write. So Magic Write is the AI tool that you can use in Canva, and it's always been up here. It's the little pencil, but it hasn't been quite as strong as some of the other tools on the market like Claude or ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. So I thought what I would do is I would take a prompt that I had done over in ChatGPT and bring it over here. So here's my prompt that I used over there. Write a description. I'm going to actually make it a little bit more readable for you. So just give me a second here, make it a body text so it's a little bit more readable. But I want to do write a description for a virtual Halloween party for a corporate team. It should be fun, friendly, and highlight how important this can be for a virtual team. I'm going to click on Magic Write and I'm going to say continue writing. It's going to go ahead and generate a bit of a prompt here, and then I can say, okay, this, but maybe I want it to have make it shorter and more concise. So now it's shorter, more concise, only a few. This is such an improvement of what Magic Write was producing in the past. So if you haven't played around with Magic Write, there are a couple of ways to get to it. So we're just going to say replace. There we go. I've got my content here, and now I can go use it wherever I want to use it. I can edit it as I need to. To get to Magic Write is any time that you see this little pencil. So if you're working, for example, in a presentation and you add some text, so let's just add a little bit of text. Notice that I've got my Magic Write also here. So I can say continue writing. I can do a custom prompt. Anytime you see that little pencil, you'll get this little drop down where you can do a little bit of AI created content. So that is another drop I think you're going to love. If you know me, you know this is the one I'm most excited about. There are some new animations that you can use with your objects or with your elements, and I'm so excited to share them with you. So this is a template actually that you can get from the Droptober link at Canva. So I'm using their little template here, and this is their recommendation. If I click on the magic ball and I click on animate, I can click on ink, and then I can click on exit, and then I'm going to play it. And you can see what happens. So I created this little magic ball animation. I could also do it with one that I've pulled over here. Now I'm using a video project. So for those of you who are less familiar, if you go to your home page, you click on video, you want to select one of your video type projects. And then what I've done is I've got this photo that I've taken on a run. So I click on that photo and I can see what these different animations are going to look like. So for example, I could do a brush, I could do an ink, I could do digital, I could do spray paint, and I'll move myself out of the way. I can do sketch, and I can do gradient. But look how neat some of these are. These are going to add a lot of variety to some of your animations. Again, if I click on it, I can go to brush, I can go to ink, I can go to digital. These would be fantastic for some of your reels as you're transitioning from one object to the next. But you can also do it where you're revealing something, you know, underneath, if you will. So I hope you get to play around with those. I would love to see what you create with them. And thank you, Canva.